Thank you for joining me again. I'm Jeff Burr with Tattooed Spirit. We're moving our journey onward through this watery, this very passive, this very emotional feeling set of cups into the number 9. Number 9, you just have to, and I know you have it in front of you, just pick this up and check out this happy guy right here. This is after the 8. This is after the decision to follow that inner strength to move on to something bigger, grander, to recognize and honor your spirit, to kind of knowing that inner guidance, that it can co-create, it can live in a world in which it desires. And this is where you find yourself in a very, very happy number 9. 9s generally mean the intensity of the suit. It's full happiness, it's full feeling, it's full expression because it's the 9 cups. And also it means the compromises and struggles of the suit, which is interesting, and what a wonderful divine dichotomy that we find ourselves in, understanding that if you can find yourself in a situation of our divine 9 of cups, how there is a compromise and a struggle. That being that it's the temptation to stay within that environment, to stay within that mindset and sort of lock yourself in and surround yourself with those riches of good feelings and not move any further on. You know, this guy here had the courage to move on. This is the compromise and struggle of this particular card when it appears for you. It means celebrate where you are. Understand that the good feelings that you have from this particular aspect, or you should be having, it would serve you to have good feelings about this particular subject. That it is also a struggle to not want to just stay there and not broaden your spirit, because we all want to grow and exponentially expand to new experiences. This is a card of, I don't want to say caution, that's not the right explanation for this, but you can kind of see how the table of all those wonderful, wonderful cups of happy feelings almost act like a protector of this particular character. Whenever you draw this card and it happens to come up face up, it's to lovingly suggest to you to just enjoy being wherever you are finding joy in your life. Now you'll find a little cheat on this card. I don't know if you remember through some of those major arcana cards, I put a dot actually before and after some of the titles. I put a dot before the number 9. That means that there's a little something interesting that happens whenever you do the reversal. I'm sure I'm going to catch some hell on this on some hardcore tarotists, but I don't find there any being harm to just sticking a little dot to help people understand that there's something interesting whenever the card gets reversed. When it's reversed, it means that it's still all good, but it's taken this happiness and satisfaction with your emotional states and finding emotional states in which you are happy and satisfied in a given situation. And you're taking it to a higher and yet at the same time deeper level of a spiritual awareness that how you got there is a lot more than luck. How you got there, how you're living that is a lot more than just a favor from the gods because it happens to be your turn. That there's like a guidance, that there's like some sort of deep meaning for you to be able to sit back and just enjoy, just like this character is doing. There's no activity, there's pure enjoyment. Now, I have seen, I have read, and I had heard other tarot card readers saying that this is like the card of being pompous. I would disagree with that because the compromise and struggle whenever it turns upside down or even right side up for that matter, because it's a 9, it's compromise and struggle, and the intensity of the suit, which is that of emotions, is that is a risk that you do become pompous of the good situation that you have. Have you ever known someone actually that whenever you ask them, how you doing? That's just the greatest day in the world, and they never ask you how you're doing. That's sort of the risk about whenever you see this type of a situation. So whenever you're asking your cards or you're putting out there, what's the best way for me to feel better about this particular goal that I have or about the situation that I'm in, and you happen to pull the 9 of Cups, it's just appreciate the advantages that you have in that situation. That's all it is. And whenever you reverse it, take that to a deeper and a more spiritual lesson, that there's a reason why it would serve you to best appreciate the benefits of that emotional reaction to that situation. It's a really great card. I put a little dot before the 9 because either way, the appearance of this card is happiness and good. I don't get being pompous at all, but that's the risk inherent in this particular situation. You can always imagine yourself being surrounded with all of these cups, being fully abundant with all the things that which you desire as a wonderful guided imagery. We might actually put that into the program whenever we're done with these videos, but this is satisfaction. And this is taking it to a deeper and more spiritual level about it being really serving your life. All right, we're going to wrap up with the last pip of the cups suit. The last wonderful one. I'm just going to show this to you for a second, and I'm telling you, your imagery, how you interpret images, is going to tell you already all you need to know about the 10 of Cups. Here it is right here, real quick, real close. Do you really need to see the video about how good, how positive, how abundant this card is in regards to your feeling life? We're going to talk about this card in just a moment. We'll see you in a flash.